What's up, everybody? You are live with Jonathan Manis, aka the One Leg Bandit. This is not financial advice, but I'm going live because all of you need to understand what is happening tomorrow. All right, the Trump team, the Trump family, World Liberty Fi, the Witkoffs, everybody has got together and been building this over the last year. All right, and tomorrow, all eyes will be focused upon World Liberty Fi launch. I'm just letting you know, tomorrow will be their day and there's no telling where it's going to go to. All right, there's no telling whatsoever. It's a beautiful thing. I believe there's going to be 5 million of the 5 billion in supply that will be out there, and everybody will be scrapping for them. I'm letting you know. I'm going to go very, very big on this play tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. I will be ready to rock, just like everybody else will be ready. I know everybody's ready, but we're going to talk about a bunch of different things right now, okay? But definitely this opportunity. Why do I come out here and talk about a project that's not ours, that's not PREME token, bending on base? Because I want you to be successful. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be successful. Nobody knows what's going to happen in crypto, but what I can tell you is there is kind of massive forces behind this one that you don't want to miss out on. And I'm talking about, when you think about money, I'm talking about real money. I'm talking about money that makes you pucker up type money. All right. That's what I'm talking about. And you just don't want to miss this. So let's dig right into this. Let me share a few things with you. Let me share this. All right. Now, look, this is the pre-market right now on MEXC. Okay. They're launching all on pre-markets everywhere. Now, these are USDT perpetual futures. So therefore, when you buy this right here, you're not actually getting World Liberty Fi tokens, but you are trading the dollar amount. All right. And I can tell you right now, there could be some huge advantages to getting into a pre-market. Now, the USA don't really have MEXC. I think Binance is doing it. There's a couple other ones that's doing some futures right now, but there could be a huge advantage to getting into a non-leveraged position in a pre-market right now. All right, you got less than 24 hours, and what it's doing right now, I've watched it all day. It is coiling. Look at the volume level. To move it to the next level, they must create the coiling pressure effect that's sitting above the what would be the 50 or 30-day moving average. I can't see it right now. I have to really look at it. But either way, the moving average, of course, this just launched a few days for futures about 7 days ago, 8 days ago. So this is no real relevance. But what I'm letting you know, it's coiling right now, moved up to, let's see here. I got to, 1 second. There we go. Now I can see. So it moved up to right at 40 cents this morning, coiled backwards. Now tonight, through the rest of the afternoon, it's going to massively push upwards and break into the next high here before it launches. Okay. And then when it does launch, I'm telling you, everybody, there's no telling the amount of pressure. They've done this so correctly with Coinbase, with every single exchange out there going to be fighting for tokens. This is going to get very, very interesting. Okay. And I'm feeling something crazy is going to happen. That's why I'm going live. I hope you all, get something in here. Okay, don't go crazy. All right, like myself. You do what you want to do. But what I am going to tell you is, not many times in life does opportunities come like this. And when they're here, when they have kind of forces that have to work for greatness, that are going to push for greatness and push to do something special, and especially with the Trump family being as tied into crypto as they are right now, you don't want to miss these opportunities. Okay, so just please, I put the link down in the description here. I'll post it up here on the comments. Save this, the MEXC futures, so you can watch this. And tomorrow, if you're all interested, be ready at 7:45 with your ETH ready to go. Make sure you got the right contract address. Make sure everything is good to go so you can have the most success that you possibly can tomorrow. All right. Now, full disclosure, there was some pre-sale here. There's some tokens that are out there that were like 1.5 cent, 10 cent. Some of them have already sold in pre-market type conditions, I'm sure. I don't know how many, because it's kind of different the way that they have them locked up in this lockbox that they're doing with World Liberty Financial. But look, I want you all to take a look at this. Please go to the website if you have not yet checked it out. Really dig into every tab that you can and find out what is going on here at World Liberty Financial. What are they planning on doing? Look at their partnerships where they're at: BitGo, Chainlink, BitGet, Bybit, Gate.io, Binance, BitGo. And I did see on X that they're launching on Coinbase as well. That's a huge one to be launching on immediately. All right. You got your USD1 stablecoin. They're doing everything all in one place. Okay, they're going to make it where you can get loans off of your crypto, where you're not spending your crypto, but you can get a loan off your crypto. They'll hold it. Of course, there's liquidation points, but you'll have a chance to cover. There's all sorts of things going on with World Liberty 5, but what they're doing is they're bringing everybody over from Web 2 to Web 3. That's always been the focus. That will always be the focus. And they're starting now, instead of trickling the people in to learn, they're going to force people through to learn. All right. You're going to be forced to learn. In September, when they cut rates, everybody, crypto will go insane. Anything that is deflationary will go insane starting in September. And unfortunately, everybody that's not paying attention will start to realize that their dollar is worth dog shit. And you better start to do something to protect yourself. If you're not already doing that, I don't know what to tell you. We've been out here. We've been live many, many times talking about the options and what really happens in the world. And unfortunately, unless you're in business or unless you're paying close attention to it, I mean, a lot of people can see the prices are getting higher. I mean, what you used to get at the grocery store 2 years ago is now half of that. And it's going to continue. But this next push, y'all, is going to be massive. All right. And hopefully our leadership knows this. I know that they're working together, but there's going to be some rough times that you got to go through, and you got to be prepared for what's coming. Okay. I'm letting you know that, everybody. In the business world, in the real world, you've got to be ready to pivot and not get stuck out there with nothing. A lot of people think that we're out here just talking craziness. I'm not asking you for anything. A lot of people are trying to sell you something, trying to do something. I'm just trying to educate you with what I see with business and with crypto every single day, and with the contacts and the connections that I make. I am very close to some very powerful people. I talk to them. I do not say names. I do not put people out there like that. That's why I have such great friends. I keep my mouth shut and I keep working. But also, I can at least talk about what I'm hearing. And what I'm hearing is tomorrow is going to be massive. And I want everybody to make as much money as they can. And I want you to be successful. That's what it's all about. Crypto Dad in the house. PREME is the dream. So we'll be able to buy on Coinbase tomorrow. That is what I'm hearing. So have your money ready to go on Coinbase. 8 a.m. They're going to be scrapping. I'm telling you, every 5 billion tokens are going to get cut up very, very quickly tomorrow. And a lot of people are going to be scrapping. A lot of people are going to be fighting for those 5 billion tokens, and the price will go absolutely crazy tomorrow. There will be some swings. You got to have enough guts to know what you're going to do and have a plan. Laura Manus in the house. Thank you, baby. Thank you for being here. I love you very much. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. Miss you. So back to what I was saying, everybody. We've got to be prepared. And that's what PREME token has always been about. That's what the One Leg Bandit's been about educating, getting people on board, getting people to know what's going on so you can create success. I know when, what we've done in federal contracting, we've made so much money for other partners being successful, and when you make money for other people, you make money for yourself. That's the way it works. You take care of other people, they will take care of you all the time. If you can bring value to something, you will never have to worry about anything. And what I'm doing is bringing value to you. So all you need to do is hit the subscribe button, the follow button. If you're on X, whatever button you got to push. I'm on YouTube and X right now. So hit the buttons and just stay in touch and kind of grow with us. I love hearing success stories. When SHIB run, we made 7 or 8 millionaires. Okay. When SHIB run, we made 2 millionaires with Bone. Okay. XRP, we already have 3 people, 3 or almost 4 people in the PREME community that's made over $1 million in XRP from when we called it at 47 cents and where they are right now. Now, it all matters on how much money you put in and where you are right now. And I'm not saying that it's all realized. What I'm saying is their digits went up to over $1 million. And that's impressive. That's what I like to hear. And they're not bullshitting. There's no need to bullshit. People are being completely honest. And that's what I'm so thankful for. It has freed so many people by getting into opportunities and being successful. It really has. PREME token, I want you all to know, I mean this with my whole heart. I want you to hear me. I would rather own PREME token than US dollars. We are deflationary. We are solid. We are, tied to ETH. We're on the base chain, which base has been outstanding. We're very, very thankful. Anything deflationary at this moment is a better place to be than dollars. And I know it takes dollars to get the world to go around. And I know that people don't understand the quickness of what's about to happen. a lot of people in the next few months are going to make more money than they could ever imagine because they position themselves. But I would say 80% of people, maybe 85, 90% of people will not have a clue what the hell is going on. Now, will they get caught up? Yes, they will. Will they grind? Will they get switched over? Yes. But we were all out here yapping, and I know you probably think that we're just yapping nonsense. But if you look back through the history of time of what happened with Bitcoin, what happened with Ethereum, where all these cryptocurrencies have moved to, and why XRP is just kind of plateauing and letting people sell on a daily basis because they get worried, not believing what is going on. I'm just letting you know XRP, XLM, they are the backbone of the future of finance. They are. Even if they're just tied into the federal U.S. system, which they are, and the banks, that right there is enough to make them go way higher than where they are right now. So just so you know about that, and then World Liberty Fi and this new stablecoin world that we're coming into, lots of different stablecoins will be out there, but they will change the way that we do things, and also they're going to find a way to tie everything in and to pull this debt down and to save our children's lives as far as future, as far as finance goes, okay? They're going to do that because they know it's a real problem. You know, sometimes when there's a major problem, a president could do two things. He could sit here and talk about the problem over and over till he's blue in the face, or he can just do something in the background to prepare to try to fix it, all right? $37 trillion is a huge thing to try and fix. It's very, very difficult. How are we going to fix $37 trillion? Does anybody even understand how much money that is? No, you cannot fathom it. You cannot fathom $1 trillion. You can say the word trillion. You can't fathom how many real dollars that is. It's almost laughable because in most worlds, in most visions, you can't even attempt to try to pay that back. But what I do honestly think they're going to do with these stable coins and with crypto and with bringing value to the dollar through cryptocurrency, I do think they're going to try and squash this debt. And we've got a shot here. We've got a real shot before it gets out of hand. I think that the rates are going to start coming down. A lot of our debt's going to get refinanced. You're going to see a very successful next few years. We've got to be careful. We've got to stay out of massive world wars, which everybody's trying to get into a world war. You know, everybody is wanting to fight. You can just sense it. You know, they're keeping it quiet. But, you know, Trump's trying to bring peace, and I honestly believe he is trying to bring peace, but a lot of things are more difficult and may not be able to be solved without a fight. So let's just see what happens there. But all I know is what I can do here, amputee, the one-leg bandit, I can help people see opportunity. And tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., I feel it's a great opportunity. Now, if it tanks, it tanks. But y'all, I really don't think so. The pre-market volume's crazy. X is covered up with it. Nobody's saying anything about crypto other than World Liberty Fi, and the world is feeling this token tomorrow. They're feeling the power that Trump brings. They're feeling the power that the Trump family brings, and they believe in what this is going to be about. So you know what? I think they have a kind of a responsibility to lift this token up, to protect this token, and to get people lifted up. So we'll see. And if you're early and you have the guts and you can ride it, I think you could do some serious success. Now, let's talk about a few predictions, okay? When it launches, I think it will be probably somewhere around 60 to 70 cents, but I think it will only be there for like literally 2 seconds. All right, after it launches at 50 to 60 cents, I think it'll be there about 2 to 3 seconds. Then the price is going to go absolutely crazy. People are going to push. Where it goes, I don't know. That's the thing. You don't know how many different exchanges, how many different people around the world. You don't understand the power of the world until you see it. And running a project like PREME Token, when the world comes in and buys, you're like, where the hell is all this money coming from? And that's a small example of what's about to happen tomorrow. All right, let's see what's going on with Crypto Dad. You've always been straight up transparent and tried to help everyone as long as I've been riding with you. Appreciate all you do. Yes, sir. Crypto Dad, we have given away over the last since we saved PREME Token from being rug pulled. Okay, which is what my wife and myself and Professor Shib and Sheba Gaming Dad, we all did. We protected this thing for our family. We have given away $240,000 worth of bonuses and gifts and lift ups. And to be honest with you, I'm being completely honest. 80%, maybe 90% of people took advantage, sold, did whatever. Good for you. All right. What did I do? I learned a massive lesson. I will use my voice and my hard work to educate, to lift others up, but I'm not giving away any bonuses. Uh, Other than maybe like what we're about to do with the staking bonuses and things. If you're rolling with us, we'll give you a bonus. I'm not giving anybody shit. Everybody that asks me for anything else, I am done. And I hope you all make $1 billion with the gifts and whatever, But the truth about it is people are going to do what they got to do. But I am always going to help people, but I'm not giving anymore like I have been giving. We're going to do staking bonuses with this new, what's called Staketober. You're going to be so happy with what's coming. Professorship is working so hard, and I'm very excited about this. But Staketober is going to be great for PREME token and also some other projects that are out there, but I'm not giving away all the goods. But we're going to continue to grow. We have a lot of money invested everywhere personally, on a bunch of different projects. I'm going to push this one heavy. Luckily got into ETH at 1,500, posted that, did very, very well and still doing well. We're moving and we're working and we're shaking, and that's what we're doing. All right, so we're just growing, and we're going to see where we get to. And like I said, PREME is deflationary. Every buy and burn gives more value to everybody. So Shiba Gaming Dad says, PREME Bandit, let's go, baby. Good to see you, Shiba Gaming Dad, and good to see you, Crypto Dad. So there they are, the dads in the house. Shiba Gaming Dad, I will see you soon. November 1st, we are going to see Tennessee play Oklahoma in Tennessee. Cannot wait for that. Dave Bull got in the house. Holding strong, baby. Let's go, PREME. Let's do it. All right. So if you did not know, I'm the One Leg Bandit. I'm help run the PREME token. It's a family thing. PREME token is now over 2 years old. We are not owned by any exchange. We have not sold out, and you will all soon see very, very soon why it's a huge deal. A lot of exchanges are going down, baby. Why? Because they can't take advantage of good projects. Good projects will move to base or move to places where they treat you like you are a human being and not try to charge you $50,000 to $250,000 just to list your project. All of you exchanges out there that done that is bullshit. Crypto.com, garbage. All these places that charge all the hardworking projects all this money and then squish them, it ought to be against the damn law. I'm telling you right now. But either way, Coinbase, thank you so much for bringing power to all the small voices out here. If you launch a project, Coinbase will take care of you, put you out there, and give you a level playing field. That's all you can ask. That is all you can ask as a project. You can't ask for anything else other than have your project visible and the ability to be purchased correctly. And that's what Coinbase has done with the Base app and everything that's going on here. So let's see here. Shiba Gaming Dad. Oh, yeah, baby. 100% ready. We're going to rock that football game, man. It's all good. I cannot wait. Some great college football yesterday. I don't know if anybody saw that Texas A&M debacle. Oh, my God. Did you see the spread on that? 23.5. They were covering with all the third string players was in with like 13 or 23 seconds left. The other team, UTSA, threw a touchdown. Screwed everybody that was on Texas A&M. I mean, 108,000 people were excited for the win, but got royally screwed over with that point spread. Those bookies know exactly what they're doing. You got to be careful, baby. Build on base, says Shiba Gaming Dad. You've done a great job with Bandit on base. Thank you so much. We're doing nothing but continuing to grow, and everybody needs it. They want that right now kind of money. They're like, right now, you got to do something right now, and I'm a right now kind of guy. But I've also learned that the only way to move in crypto is together or smartly, and just give it the time that it takes, okay? Give it the time. A lot of people, had to move on, had to do whatever, and that's the nature of the beast. You have to move on sometimes. But I'm letting you know that we have big plans with PREME token, Bandit on base, Seal with Buds. You do not want to miss out with them. If you can get $100 worth of Seal with Buds and hide it from yourself right now, I'm telling you, try and do that. All right, Seal with Buds, SWIFB. All right, on base. I'm letting you know, good God, when that thing goes, it's going to be outstanding. So please be a part of all of it. Get you some PREME. Like I said, staking's coming back in October. It's going to be called Staketober. So just get ready and what is this? Is this August, September? Might be September. Sorry, September, not October. September. But I don't know. September or October, but I think it's September. So we should be good to go this next month coming up. So I'm very excited about that. We always do well with our staking, and we're going to continue to do well with our staking. So I'm not going to be paying the crazy bonuses, but it'll be worth it for you to lock your tokens up. The first year I think it was 12%. It was crazy, and I'm so glad that everybody done so well with that. You really did. But now we're going to build PREME. We're going to build your value and build our holders. So that's what's going on. But everybody, take a look at this pre-market chart. Again, the volume is off the chains, and it's only going to continue to go off the chains. It's coiling. It will snap green and then push higher. Anybody that's ever watched these future charts understand when the volume spikes like this, but the candle comes down, it's coiling to push up. So we'll see how it plays out, but I'm pretty sure with the launch tomorrow that will be the case. So let's take a look at the overall market real quick and see where everything's sitting. Biddy's at 109, ETH at 44, XRP 281 holding very, very strong right at that 281 level. I'm telling you, that's great support there. Dogecoin 2178. Still looking at here's some predictions for you. I'm looking at ETH 65 to 7,000. Okay, XRP, I don't know where. I know it's way higher. I want to say above $10. That's my thoughts. Okay, seriously. And if these ETFs hit right, it'll be way above $10. It'll blow people's minds because the spot, the futures, the 2x lever, it will be insane if they all hit at the same time at the end of this month. This month coming up. So we'll see what happens. And the rate cuts. There's no telling. All right. There's no telling. All right. Dogecoin. My goal has always been $1. I think Doge will get to $1. Let's see here. Let's keep going. XLM, $1.25 to $2. That is the goal. This son of a gun moves fast. Okay. I want to show people this. Okay. When it moves, here, let me do the 3 month. It goes fast. All right. And it's coiling back. This is still a bullish triangle, and when it breaks, it will break higher, and I think it will go way higher. So $1.25 short term is what I'm looking like for CoinGecko. I'm sorry, for XLM, and let's see if there's any others that we want to talk about. Kronos, there's no telling with this reserve play on Kronos. CRO has already done better, but people are still very skeptical because a lot of people got screwed over on the way they done things the first go round. So I don't know about Kronos. Again, we'll see. You never know about Kronos. Litecoin, again, has some huge news coming. Shiba Inu, I think she's going down, baby. I do. I think every day people are selling more and more Shiba Inu and moving away just because of the uncertainty and things that's going on. I pull for Shiba Inu. I'm hoping that they get all new leadership, all new things, but greed will not allow them to break free. I'm telling you, I don't know about Shiba Inu. Good luck. I mean, they're still the highest meme token, I think, on Ethereum. But the whole, I'm telling you, that crew is ripped right now, and you got to see what happens. You never know. We'll see. But either way, that's what I got for you, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed my show today. I hope that you do well tomorrow. I'm going for full tilt tomorrow. We are locked and loaded. We'll see how it plays out. I might do some lives. If it hits $27, you may never see me again. I'm just telling you that right now. Hell, if it hits $12, you may never see me again. But 27 is over. I'll come back and say, we were there 2 days in advance. I give you 2 videos. Here it is. You could have got in at the spot futures or whatever. You could do this. You could do that. It's all good. Let's see what Crypto Dad has. We are barbecuing. Slow cooks are always best cooks. We're slow cooking. Premium Bandit. That is correct. So everybody, enjoy your football games. Just come on at 3:30. I'm about to go see what's going on. I love you all and have a good day today. The Tar Heels play tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Bill Belichick's debut on ESPN against TCU Horned Frogs. I would do a football pick, but people's not into it right now, so it is what it is. We'll just continue to roll, baby. I love you all. The One Leg Bandit is out. Good luck, World Liberty 5. Let's do this.